Alright, for some reason, people are asking, hey Robbie, what can I invest in right now? Pre-ban list. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know why you have money burning a fucking hole in your pocket because you being impatient, and you better give me a like on this video for fucking the ruthlessness that I have in my system today. I am extremely worn out. It is bright and early in the morning, and we're gonna talk about 5 decks you could probably pick up with your money that you just have burning a fucking hole in your pocket, because waiting a couple of weeks really just fucking destroys people on the inside. I don't get it, but let's talk about some things that you should probably consider picking up pre-ban list, shall we? Alright, I'm gonna just dig on into this, and we're gonna start with Paleo. I say this every single ban list. And you know what? It perplexes me because people still like, should I pick up Paleo? I don't know how this deck adapts. And I almost think it does good every time Card of Demise gets a reprint. But somebody's already got the Card of Demises anyway. But, okay, so real talk here, alright? So you can play the deck without Card of Demise. You can play the deck with Card of Demise. Alright, it's your digression, your decision. The only real thing you're going to need are some swappies, some dupes, a couple of totally awesomes, some Miss Star Boys. You know what? You could probably fucking pick up the shiny Miss Star Boys. Feel good about it. You know what? You can even pick up the shiny Paleozoic cards because they're like dollars. Alright? This is going to be the cheapest, I literally think, of everything on this fucking list that you're going to need. And you know what? You don't even need the Card of Demises. That's all optional. Alright? I would probably pick up the Card of Demises because, you know, it's kind of dependent on, well, what if I want to change the build to this? But to answer the question that I am asked every single list, yes, you should have the Paleo core on hand. Well, Robbie, what if I don't like playing stun? Then I'm sorry, I can't help you. Please leave. Like, I'm sorry. As a stun player, like, we always have to talk about the stun decks, and I know they're not very nice, but hey, you know what? Paleo, you don't even really need hand traps. I mean, you can side hand traps, but I mean, like, if you want a truly jank Paleo deck, you can probably get your invite with. Like, you can probably shabby something together. Don't play the really bad Paleos, please. There's some really bad ones out there that I know people are going to try to play, but don't do it. But in terms of a cheap investment that is relatively available to every person right now at good value, is this deck. I mean, outside of the super expensive ulti-swap frogs, but I mean, why are you trying to bling out this deck? Alright, stop that shit. Now, next up, I want to give a shout out to Luna Control here, because I think this is an interesting one. Because if you've already got the Mech Knight Invoked Core sitting aside, like probably 95% of people do, you're like, oh, I don't want to play this deck anymore, or it's not doing great for me. Alright, granted, it's your decision, but I mean, all you gotta do is pick up some Fairy Tale Lunas, fucking spruce up your new core, go look back at the Luna Control list that topped the Ohio Regional, and you might be in a good position. Now, if you are somebody that wants to build this deck from scratch, go build Paleo, okay? Like, save yourself money. Truly, budget players, if you want something decent, like I said, go build Paleo, but if you've got the Mech Knight core laying around and you're in a position to spend a couple more dollars, you've already got the Gamma Seals trash like that, just upgrade your deck, evolve it into Luna Control, and try it. Oh no, he dead. But we have good things to test now, which once again isn't necessarily a bad thing. I think that conceptually Luna Control's a little bit better than Mech Knight, and I mean, we've seen invoked Mech Knight topping, but that doesn't mean that it's a good investment. Like I said, the Mech Knight engine itself isn't terrible. It's the kaijus that are going to ruin your day, because I mean, no matter what they are, they're going to be expensive. It's just the life that kaijus have now. Like, I don't get it. You know, and to the one person who'll be like, well, should I pick up which card? No! Stop asking. It's not a good investment. But maybe Luna Control. Think conceptually for a fucking fun deck. Not too damn bad. It's not too damn good. That's for sure. But I mean, if you're looking for something fun to play a little bit off the wall, maybe, fuck it. Try it. It's not the fucking strangest thing I've heard this week. Now, I'm back to Angry Robbie. We have Spiral. Alright, you have no excuse to not have this deck. We have super agents at dollars at this point. We have double helixes at $2. If you can't afford, if you want to pick up the super shiny red cards, are like $5 a piece max. Quarters, master plans are 12 cents. I have one guy every single fucking market watch that I check master plan for. The shit's fucking 12 cents. I know you can afford it, little Johnny. Like, that's how this fucking works. Now, the thing is, you have to understand here. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? It's those little cute girl hand traps. You guys know what I'm talking about. If you are planning to play a regional and you're like, oh, Robbie told me to pick up Spiral, abort. Abort. Alright? Any hand trap will fucking ruin your day. And I know Spiral can play around a hand trap, but the joke is the deck is so fucking fragile at the moment that it's crazy. But that doesn't mean that Spiral won't have something happen to it. The deck is an extremely good combo deck. I just think people are too fucking lazy to want to learn the combos at this point. I watched a fucking Spiral deck beat up on a Gravekeeper player and I never laughed harder in my life. Alright. But in terms of good decks that you can actually not have to worry about getting beat up on the ban list, they've already taken away all the babies that they can take away from the deck. Like Firewall was kind of the last straw. Oh, I lied Soul Charge. I forgot about that one. That's fucking true. But conceptually, Spiral can't really fucking lose anymore. The deck is so cheap. I mean, okay, you're going to need a Boral Sword and the other expensive stuff, but I mean, does it really matter? Like, you still have Summon Sorceress, you still have the other trash as well. Like, of the decks, like, Paleo is still looking the cheapest here, but the main deck for Spiral, spend the fucking $20 and finish the core, just so you have it. Like, you'll only be helping yourself. Sleepy's still a really good card. Now, we're going to talk about Salamangreat here. Robbie, why are you talking about Salamangreat as an investment? Like, why? The amount of people that still don't have Salad out there because they quote-unquote couldn't get the structure decks is too damn high. I understand and I feel your pain. I do not own a Salad core myself. If I want to play Salad, I give my Sky Striker deck to my friend. He hands me the Salad deck that he bought. We do it. We switch, all right? Like, but in my whole round table, all my friends and everything, we globally have access to everything. But here's the interesting thing about Salad. Structure decks still available for $10 a piece. I know, right? Fucking shocker. Go out to Target. If you don't live in America, I don't know where you can find Salad structure decks. I'm sorry to tell you that. If you want to buy singles for the deck, you know, minus the Ash Blossoms, you're there. I do still think that something is going to happen to Salad on the ban list. I know, boo, right? Like, fuck the fat guy and his opinion. Yeah, it happens. Alright, that's what happens. Everybody has an opinion like everybody has an asshole. Okay. But that doesn't mean that if something happens to the deck, that the deck's still not going to be good. You know, just the singles have gotten to the point it's like fucking 50 cents to pick this up. Ugh, let's go. Like, you know, if you've already got Ashes and things like that, like, buckle up, buckaroo, go grab them. You know, like, you don't even have to play fucking Lady Debugs. You can play Flame Buffalero. Oh, you don't even want to do that? You can play the Crusadia guy. Alright, like, you have options available to you if you are looking for cheap ideas for Salad. Like, I don't know what more to tell you. Like, Salad and Paleo are like the two ultimate budget decks. Obviously, one of these is better than the other, but like, Phantasmes definitely make said Salad deck better. But still, no matter what happens on the list, I still think the deck will be beating and be working well. Now, the last deck, and we have dual power rolling out, so we gotta talk about Necros. Alright. So the Sky Striker player playing against Necros is like shooting myself in the leg. Alright, and that's I think my body pillow decided to do down here on the floor. He's just poor guy. But I've learned something about Necros. Unicorn fucking rocks, man. That card ruined my day playing Sky Striker, and that's saying a lot. Alright, I'm gonna just be honest with you, like, I didn't actually think Unicorn was that good, but them going first sucks. But, you know what? Everything's getting a little bit more affordable. It's not a good thing because Brio is still on the upwards of 20 to 15 depending on where you're picking things up, and it's not gonna be available to everybody. I understand that. But if there's ever been a time that you said, fuck, I wanted to play Necros 3 years ago, and much like most people, you're like, I can't afford this. This is your window to jump in. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think you're going to get a much better opportunity except for maybe Monday after things circulate a little bit, things like that. I would probably pick up the deck if you want to play it. Now, that's not trying to be discouraging if you want to pick up something else, but your window to pick up Necros it's already dwindling to a bad point. Just be ahead of the times. Don't be caught with your pants down. It's the motto here. Like Evil Eye and stuff. I was 30 minutes ahead of the buyout. I didn't know jack shit about it. It was Sunday morning. I got fucking money in my account from selling some stuff. I'm like, I'm gonna go pick up my Evil Eye shit. We did it. Don't fucking know how I won that lottery, but typically buyouts and things like that take a day or so to start going through. And it looks like we won the curve on that one. So guys, these are 5 decks I think you should probably pick up going forward before the April 2019 ban list. Please comment down below, tell me what you guys think. And, well guys, I'm out. Peace. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out Vanquil40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.